So today's my birthday. I'm turning 23 and I thought it'd be fun to share 22 things that I've learned in the past year of being 22. It's been a really emotionally exciting and draining year, and that I feel like I've learned a lot and I've grown, and I feel like this is the first year where I feel like an official adult, which is fun and scary at the same time. So I feel like I have a lot of good lessons that I've learned and I kind of wanted to share with you. They're just kind of like mantras, lessons, experiences, or just moments that I kind of had an aha. So let's just get right into it. The first one is breathing. I have realized how important breathing through things really is. Number two, there will always be sun. I realized that even though I've changed by the time the sun does come back out, and so it might be a different shade of orange or a different shape, it's still there. Three, a nighttime routine fixes everything. Four, soda's a really good concealer. Five, this past year I've learned that I can really still be childlike while being an adult. It doesn't have to be so cookie cutter and like all of a sudden I wake up and I'm like, I'm an adult today and I can't be funny and I can't do silly things and I can't dye my hair crazy colors anymore. It's not like that. You can still infuse your childlike essence into you being an adult, and you can be the same person you were before while still being someone new. Six, dogs are really man or woman's best friend. Charlotte has been there for me this year, more ways than I can ever count, and I'm so grateful to have her in my life. Seven, I've learned that it's okay to share my struggles with other people, and that sometimes help, whether it's by listening from a friend or by a professional, is the best medicine. Eight, always clean up your kitchen after cooking, because if you don't, it'll turn into a total mess and you'll have like dishes piled up in the sink and you won't imagine how one person can eat that much and have to clean that much, and then like days will go by and you'll start having nightmares at night and you'll be like, how do I ever clean my kitchen again? And it just turns into way more than if you just clean your dishes after you eat. Nine, respect when your social love tank is full and honor it when it is empty. I love spending time with friends, but I also love having me personal quiet time. And this past year, I really feel like I've been able to recognize which one I need and when. 10, look around for more gratitude, because it really is usually right in front of you. 11, follow a plan but don't stick to it. So I'm learning, hint the ing, that sometimes it's okay to go with the flow a little more and practice being able to accept change. But also having a plan and something to work towards is super important too. 12, recognize the moments that make you happy, but don't dwell on them for too long. Sometimes I realize that if I'm really happy at a moment and I'm with friends or something and a memory is being created or something really exciting is going on, I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, I love this moment so much, I don't want it to end, but I can't wait like to look back on it. And then I realize that I'm thinking more than I'm actually enjoying the moment, and when it's over, it's like really sad and it takes away from the actual enjoyment of the experience. 13, be totally vocal about what you're passionate about. Life is too short to not share the things that you care about and what you're working on and how cool you are. 14, on that same note, level-headed informational debates can sometimes lead to really powerful world changers. I have the coolest debates with my friends and people that I love that are really like honoring of each other's opinions and belief systems while also still informing the other of how you might believe a certain way. 15, don't allow other people to judge you based on anything other than what you have to offer them, and still don't even let them judge you on that. 16, you belong here, there, or anywhere. 17, I've really recognized the idea that fear is a feeling. I have grown up being really fearful a lot. I am fearful of like literally everything, and it has been a real struggle and lesson to learn when to like honor that fear and then when to kind of let it go and try to work through it. And so I've been trying to make like more, and they're just little things like going to a yoga class completely by myself is terrifying to me, and I've gone to 3 so far this year, which is so exciting, and I want to like keep doing it. And then I realize that if I go and I think through like, okay, what's the worst thing that can happen? No one talks to me, or someone does talk to me and I have a stupid thing to say and like I don't make sense, or like you know, I do something silly and they reprimand me in the class, which wouldn't even happen. But it's like I think through all these things that could happen, and then I get there and like nothing like that happens, and it's loving and it's amazing and it's a cool experience. And I feel like that can be applied to a lot of experiences. And so I'm just trying to ease into my fear and work with it and go with the flow and see what happens. 18, I've also taken up the love for baking, and I realized that it's a great way to like get your frustrations out, but also to let go of expectations and like what you want something to turn out like, because my baking never turns out what I expect it to be like. And it's a really good lesson in like learning like this is okay, it still tastes delicious, but it might not be exactly in the shape or form that I thought it was going to be in. 19, I always kind of knew that like exercise is life-changing, but I didn't realize how much so until I started doing it myself. And I just think keeping up with a regular exercise routine, even if that's just walking your dog down the street at least once a day, and it really helps with like boosting your mood and helping you feel good about yourself and all that fun jazz. 20. Don't take life too seriously. You'll get another chance, another opportunity will come, and it doesn't need to be so serious all the time. And seriously, I am preaching to the choir right now because I take everything seriously. 21. Wait, 21. Embrace the lessons, both good and bad. I kind of push and fight against learning a new lesson because that usually means that I'm making a mistake. But sometimes like the greatest, coolest, awesomest lessons come from me making the biggest mistake. And then sometimes they just come in everyday little tiny moments where I don't even realize that a lesson's being learned until later. 22. The last piece of little life advice or a mantra that I wanted to share with you guys is something that my mom has been telling me since I was a kid, and it's kind of my favorite little tidbit of life advice. She always says the only thing constant is change, and I feel like that is so, so true. I fight change a lot, but I realized that like that is the only thing that's constant in my life. Like things are always gonna change, whether that's something in my house to something with a friend to something in my life that is huge. Like things are gonna change, and that's okay, and they're good. And sometimes they're bad, but most of the time they're good, and I want to like roll with it a little more. And so that's what I'm gonna be trying to work on in going into the next year, but I also want to recognize all the progress and all the cool things that I've experienced this past year. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed being on this journey with me through my life this past year, because I've been sharing a lot of it online, and I hope that you like what I've had to offer you and you like what I've shared, because it's been so much fun for me, and this YouTube thing is a game changer for me. I love it so, so much, and I love all of you that are watching. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I seriously can't believe it, and here's to an awesome year of being 23. I love you guys, and I will see you real soon. Bye!